Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Eau de Treasure with Steven. In this video, I'm going to open up a modern fragrance. It's not a discontinued, not a vintage, not a rare fragrance, but it is a modern, interesting fragrance that's called Bvlgari Tygar, or Tygar. I got a great deal on this and I want to compare this to one of the best clones out there for this. It was a good price and I bought it quickly. So let's see if this was a good deal on this amenity set for a Bvlgari Tygar. So these amenity sets, they call them amenity sets. I think that's kind of like, I don't know, amenities mean something different. But here in Japan and around the world, when they talk about amenities, they're talking about a bathroom kit, basically stuff that you use in the bathroom. So let's take a look at this one. Now I did a video like this for Bvlgari Gyan. Don't know if I did a Tygar video before. I don't think so. That's why I'm doing it now. All right, I unpacked this little felt pouch here. 2 Bvlgari lip balms. We have 2 bottles of hydrating body emulsion, hydrating face emulsion, and aftershave balm, and a cleansing towel right here, and a 30 ml bottle of Bvlgari Tygar. Let's take a look at the bottle. Look at the batch code, 30K11AE1. I looked that up already. I could see this on the listing page. And this bottle is from 2019, which means, I mean, I've heard that this thing has been reformulated from the comments on Fragrantica. I hope this is not the reformulated one. I hope 2019 is still the original version, which first came out in 2016. This was made by Jacques Cavalier. Let me read off the notes to you. According to Fragrantica, this one has grapefruit in the top. The middle notes are ginger and ambrette. And the base notes, ambroxan, musk, vetiver, and patchouli. Now, this one is really hyped. I know for the past year or two, everybody's been talking about Bvlgari Tygar. All of a sudden, I don't know why this one is much better than all the other in the La Gamme line. I happen to like Gyan. I have Gyan here, and there's another, like I said, I have another video where I talk about this one, Gyan. It's a totally different fragrance. By the way, I don't know if it's pronounced Gyan or Gyan. Let me know in the comments, guys, if I'm pronouncing this right. This one is totally different. This is a white floral and patchouli fragrance. The performance is fantastic. I smell this one all day. Really like this one. This one is more for cooler weather, but I guess you can wear it in the summer too. But this one is totally, I've smelled this before. It's a total bright grapefruit musky fragrance. Now I'm going to compare it to this clone that I have right here. It's called Afnan's Turathi Blue. And I know people out there are going to be picky and say, oh, there's better clones out there than this one. That may be true, but I don't have it. This is the one I have. And according to YouTube, a lot of YouTubers have said that this is almost as close as it gets. I mean, if this isn't the best one, then this is a strong number 2. So let me spray this one on, how about the right hand? Let me do 2 blasts on the right hand, and then we'll do 2 blasts of this one on the left. Okay. Now I want to see how much is in it, and you can't really tell with a flashlight. I put a flashlight up against one. I can barely see how much is in it, but I do have a kitchen scale right here. Let me see. Let me weigh this one and see what it is. This one weighs 146 grams, and I've been spraying this often. Probably, I don't know, I probably sprayed this one 30 or 40 times. Let's hope that this weighs more, 150. All right, so this does weigh a little bit more, and I could barely tell, but I could see a little bit like the line goes right up to about here. Maybe 3 ml missing from this, something like that. So I guess this is nearly full. The seller did say that they had just sprayed this once or twice to test it out. How much did I pay for this? I ain't gonna lie, literally, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I paid 3,980 Japanese yen. Of course, I'm living in Japan and buying this stuff here in Japan. And with the exchange rate, that's about $28. 28 bucks for this Tygar amenity set. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to keep the Tygar, and I'm not going to use this stuff. I'm just going to sell it. People buy it because it's the Bvlgari brand name. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get 15 bucks for it, like 2,000 yen, which will make this, like I got this for 18 bucks, something like that. I looked on eBay, the 100 ml of this, it's $350. And I just looked at the website too, the Bulgari website, $460 is the retail price on the website. You can get these that come out of the amenity sets. You can get these, they're about $100 on eBay, somewhere between 80 to $100 with shipping. All right, so let me tell you how this stuff smells. This smells really good. So I have the Turathi Blue on my right hand, and I have the Bvlgari Tygar on my left hand. And now that I'm smelling them, it's been a few minutes. They are really close. We're talking, it's like 95%, 90 to 95% similar to this. Your nose has to be really good to tell the differences between them. They both have this very smooth grapefruit and ginger mix to them. It's sharp in the beginning. It's sharp for like the first couple minutes, but after it kind of dries down, I mean, like 5 minutes later, it's really smooth. It's almost a creamy grapefruit ginger combo. They're both very pleasant. It does smell very high quality. I wouldn't say it's $460 quality. I mean, this is a citrus scent profile. You know, how many grapefruit fragrances do you guys have? You might know about Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever or Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Italian Love. Those are recent hype beasts, grapefruit fragrances that everybody talks about on YouTube, and they are great. They are fantastic. It's much sharper than this. This is just more of a smoother one. I don't want to say light because I don't think the projection, I don't think the performance so far is light. I think it's actually pretty decent on these, but this does smell like a higher quality. And the Turathi Blue, it's right there. I mean, this one really, there's a reason why this gets a lot of buzz, and it's worth it. If you can get this for $40, you really don't have to spend $460 or even $350. Heck, even $200 for 100 ml. Unless you're very picky, unless this is your favorite fragrance or something, I don't see why you need to get anything more than this. And you're almost in the same place. You're there. You're like 95% in the same ballpark with this as you are with this. And of course, it depends on when you're going to wear it, where you're going to wear these fragrances, and if you care about your impression on other people. If you care about what other people think, then this is a no-brainer, because to other people around you, they're not going to really tell much of a difference between that one and with this one. So I'm not trying to sell Turathi Blue to you. I'm just trying to tell you that this, I'm just testing them right now, hand to hand, literally. This is a worthy $40 purchase. This is definitely a warm weather fragrance. Of course, you can wear fragrances at any time, any season, but even in the winter time, I don't really think it fits the winter time. I would get something like this one, the Gyan. It's really fantastic. Look online, look at your local dealers online or secondhand shops. You might be lucky enough to find one of these for under $100. If that's the case, just get this one. You know, I mean, are you really, how fast you're going to blow through a 30 ml bottle? This would probably last you at least the whole season, and it's definitely worth it. I'll come back after a little bit and tell you what I think after some time with the dry down. I'll give you my opinion on that. Hey guys, all right, I'm back, and it's been about an hour, and I've been smelling my hand, and maybe I'm nose blind, but it's worn off significantly. I don't think that these are really like a beast mode or really strong performers. It is a citrus profile, and we know that citrus fragrances don't generally last that long. Maybe other people can smell it around me for like 4 hours, but I wouldn't think of these as really strong performing fragrances. I saw some of the comments say that these things last, or this one lasts 8 to 12 hours. If that's the case, maybe you have to spray yourself 100 times with it. I don't know. Maybe just let's say 4 or 5 or 6 sprays around your neck is enough for this to last all day. I don't think so. I would just spray this maybe like 2 behind each ear, maybe 1 on the back of my hand so I can kind of wave it in front of my face and smell it that way. And I'd be okay if it's just 4 or 5 hours. I'm all right with that. But now that I'm smelling the dry downs after a while, this one is a little bit different now. I'm noticing there's a tiny bit of sweetness in this, and I think that's the ambrette. And I looked up what ambrette is on Fragrantica, and it's listed as a sweet floral musky scent. And I bet you that's what it is, because I looked at the notes for this one, and this doesn't have ambrette in it. It has amber, but that's a different scent than ambrette. So I do like this one a little bit more. I mean, let's just say that this is, I'll knock this down to like 92% similar now that it's dried down, and I smell that touch of sweetness in this from the ambrette that this doesn't have. But in the defense of Turathi Blue, there are some notes, maybe some spices or just something in the mid and the base notes that do add a little bit more to this one on the dry down beyond the that grapefruit that you smell in the opening. So they're both really nice. It just depends on your budget and where you live and what you can find. I think this is readily available. If you do have access to this and you can afford it, go for it. And just get a sample. Just get like a 5 or 10 ml sample of this if you really want to be cheap and just spend 15 or 20 bucks to try it before you buy it. That's all I have for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and subscribe if you want to see more of this content. I usually cover discontinued, vintage, rare, and interesting fragrances. We got a nice modern fragrance in this video. And speaking of modern grapefruit fragrances, I have something else waiting for me right there. And I don't think I'm going to do a video on that one. That one I just bought for myself. But I'm going to make a compilation video. I'm going to do like a recent gems video because I bought like 5, 6, or 7 things and I wasn't going to make a video for it. And I'll put them all in one video of acquisitions and show you guys. And that's going to be one of them. That is one of my favorite grapefruit fragrances I've talked about before. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave me a comment down below. What do you think of these fragrances? Looking forward to your comments. And looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, take care.